The enduring bond between the members of the 2009 World Series New York Yankees team on full display here at Old Timers Day at Yankee Stadium. 2009, such a special year in the history of this franchise. Of course, closing the old stadium, coming across the street to here. They bring in big-name free agents like CC Sabathia, AJ Burnett, Mark Teixeira, traded for Nick Swisher, and it really did add a new energy to this team. Things had grown stale in the clubhouse. The dynasty of 4 World Series titles in 5 years was far off in the distance, and you were wondering, is this the end for the core 4? Are they going to get another one here with Derek Jeter, Jorge Posada, Andy Pettitte, Mariano Rivera? Is the likes of Alex Rodriguez ever going to win a World Series? And they did in 2009. That was a heavyweight battle with the Philadelphia Phillies, the defending World Series champs. The Yankees took it in 6 games, of course, right here on this diamond. You can still see it in your mind's eye. Rivera to Shane Victorino, ground ball to Robinson Cano, throws to first. Mark Teixeira catches the ball, puts it in his back pocket, and joins the celebration. That ball was later delivered to Hal Steinbrenner. So the Yanks picked up where they left off. A lot of these guys, they had a fun dinner out in the city yesterday, and they haven't seen each other in years. CC Sabathia said that within the first 5 minutes they were telling stories again, enjoying each other's company. And really, 15 years doesn't feel like that long ago. You know, that's what A-Rod said to AJ Burnett on the field. Said, I feel like we were just here. They weren't, though. You think about it. I did a little Googling here. 2009 was the year the iPhone 3GS came out. That was the second edition iPhone. There was still Netflix mailing DVDs to your house in red envelopes, if you remember those. And Uber had not even been thought of yet. You need to call a cab, you better find one of those yellow or green ones outside the stadium. You're going to call, and you can't call a stranger to get in their car. So good to see the highlight videos again. Not so great to see the game, which Yankees lose 9-2 in this one as Will Warren struggled out there. But a lot of talk about Alex Rodriguez during this game. It was A-Rod's first time at Old Timers Day, and some talk about if he has a spot in Monument Park someday. Statistically, he's there. Of course, there was so much drama and bad blood with him in the organization that I don't think he is the next one. If I had to guess, CC will be the next player enshrined in Monument Park probably after he goes into the Hall of Fame, so I could see that happening. But Alex said, of course, it's a great honor, and he would be honored, and it's not his call. Some of his teammates kind of hedged a little bit and said, that's up to the organization. So you kind of get that vibe there. Of course, everybody talking about Aaron Judge and also Juan Soto, but Yankees really, the 09 Yankees, really awed by what Judge has been able to do. The fact that he's chasing 62 home runs once again. Derek Jeter said, I can't relate to his power, consistency. That is what's really impressive. Jeter also talked not specifically about Judge, but about 09 and said, look, what you do during 162 doesn't really matter in the end. It's all about the World Series and whether you get a championship there. Nice to hear that because I feel like people, since Derek had left, have kind of talked around it in circles a little bit. Derek, very to the point, said, look, he came up through the George Steinbrenner era where win the World Series or it's a failure. That's what Derek said out on the field, and he got some cheers for that one too. But Yanks talking about Judge and what he's been able to do here, and I think that it is no coincidence that Jeter and Judge have been talking behind the scenes, because in recent weeks, Judge unpromptedly has brought up the World Series and championship aspirations as well. So that's the Hokey Pokey. That's what it's all about. Your final score was the Rockies 9 and the Yankees 2, but the 2009 Yankees remain champions.